So, Matt Simmons here, Camp Honor. We are fortunate enough to be here in Union at a gun shop, 1776, with Kelly Foster. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Thank you for coming on and talking with Camp Honor. And
Hey, thanks for
got
having
a
me.
couple little things for you. I hear you like patches and you want to collect some patches. So, I work at the Troy Fire Department. I got a couple patches for you.
That's awesome.
So, you get to
Yes.
choose your flavor. You like the color or you like a blackout.
I
Uh,
like the color.
Also have some things to for your shop here to kind of let people know about Camp Honor. We got a website, we got YouTube, we got Instagram, all our social media stuff. So talks a little bit about Camp Honor. QR code there will link people up to how they can apply for a hunt, but also a little more why we were started and a little bit of Camp Honor story.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty cool, man. I'll
today's
definitely.
for us to get to know the gun shop here a little bit more. So um, also got a
I
sticker
like
for you.
stickers.
And there's my card.
Man, you are the gift that keeps on giving, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Matt.
So Camp Honor, as you know, we are into the outdoors, and when you get into the outdoors and you do hunting, fishing, specifically hunting, it's going to require some of the tools of the trade that you got kind of in this realm. So we were honored to be able to come and talk with you a little bit. But
Absolutely.
so you're in Union, the gun shop.
Yeah, in Union, Ohio. That's just south of, or I'm sorry, yeah, south of West Milton, north of Inglewood. We're actually kind of attached to Inglewood. But yeah, on the corner of Main Street and Martindale in Union, Ohio.
Okay. How long
Uh,
you been open?
Going on 2 years. 2 years. Been doing business for 5 years. Started
Okay.
out my house. Um, really started out. Are you okay if I?
Yeah.
Okay. So really, I just started out because I'd be going to these the gun stores. I'm not trying to knock any gun stores. I used to frequent all the local gun stores, and they do a great job. But standing in line with people that are buying stuff, and I'm listening to like one guy talk to another guy behind me, and they have no idea what they're getting and how to work it. So they're just buying it because they can, which is great. We live in a country where we can buy the tools that we need to put food on our table or protect ourselves from dangers or just go to the range and have some fun. So I'm glad they were able to do it. But why don't they know? So is it because they didn't want to ask, or was it just intimidating or whatever? So my goal was to make an environment that's very comfortable and easy for somebody who wants to know what they're doing to come in and ask those silly questions. There are no silly questions here. So yeah, that's kind of what got me into
So one of
this.
my board members actually connected us, Nick Lambert, who's
I know Nick, he's
he's
pretty
he's
cool.
a police officer,
Yeah.
and like when like there's things that I'm a firefighter and a paramedic, so there are things that I like guns. I know how to shoot guns. I was in the military, but it's been a long time since I wouldn't consider myself an expert. So that being said, I listen to Nick when it comes to those types of things, and he loves this gun shop. And not sure exactly how he found you, but he has a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel.
Correct.
So do you want? How does the YouTube channel kind of tie in with the gun shop?
So actually, so when I first opened the actual shop, I had a lot of free time on my hands, a lot of free time. So just thinking like, how do I get the word out there that I'm actually here, but also tie into the whole premise as to why I'm an entity. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So, like, I wanted to start making videos at first just to show people how to break down guns.
yeah.
Okay, so that's what it started out. Just okay, here's how you take down this gun if you ever own this to clean it and maintain it. Then I was like, well, I like shooting guns too. So I started shooting guns and filming that and then sharing what I think about the guns. And it's just a lot of fun. It allows me to spend time with random friends because I never shoot them by myself because I may have something to offer, but the more opinions that people hear, it really helps them decide if they want that gun or not.
Okay.
So I'll have my wife give her opinions or friends give their opinions, and we just have fun and it gets us some time together, and I love it. It's awesome.
Plus, a lot of people, I think, use that space, right? I mean, we're
They
so
do.
connected to technology, and there's a lot of different YouTube channels out there. But I think you're like pairing up with something that we do at Camp Honor very well. Is like there's a very important educational component that comes with
Absolutely.
not just the understanding of the freedoms that we have, which are so great in this country, but also the responsibility of when you do have a gun, the importance of that. Um, but I look around your gun shop, and I mean, I kind of like, wow, I want to look a little bit more. But I also know you still do CCW classes, which within the last year or so, I know some of the laws had changed but it's still important in my opinion. Do you want to talk a little bit about the opportunity for CCW training is still important, not just from the educational component of if you're going to carry a concealed weapon, there's a huge responsibility for that. You better know how to use it, but also, the reciprocity laws surrounding us. Not everybody's to the level Ohio is yet, and I know that you still offer some of those classes. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the class I give, it is a CCW class, but it's more than that. So my class is designed to take somebody who has never touched a gun before, doesn't know anything about pistols, rifles, whatever. It's a 1 day class. By the time we get to the end of the class, that person is they have the confidence in themselves to be able to pick up any pistol, safely load and unload it. They understand the safe direction. That the safe direction is really big with me. I really pound home with that. I don't care how experienced you are, there are people that have been shooting for years and years and years. That doesn't mean you're never going to have an accident. I have a buddy who's in the military, and he was just taking his sidearm off and making it safe for the day because he was home, and he had an accidental discharge. It was pointed in that safe direction so that when it happened, nobody was ever in any danger of getting hurt. Okay, so so I start out most of my videos like safe direction, safe direction. Back to the classes. Sorry. So yeah, taking someone who has no experience whatsoever, by the time they leave, they're super confident, um, and just ready to be a safe gun owner.
I don't know you all that well, but we're getting to know each other, and that's what I love about. First off, I love the name, like right.
Yeah,
So one, yeah,
1776, baby.
um,
Just my take on it.
yeah, but you have a passion, right?
Mm,
And that's what I hear in what you're doing, not only with the YouTube channel, but the small being a small business owner as well. And man, I applaud you, and I'm excited that Camp Honor. We're going to have some of these needs. We're just starting. We're not even a year deep into what we've been doing, and we're looking to do more things. And shooting would be one of them, right? We want to come back around once we get people on the hunts. We're calling it Camp Honor campfires, and that could be an event where it's not just the veteran or first responder that we're helping, but now we're going to take them out and potentially one of their sons or daughters and teach them how to safely shoot.
that's
um,
awesome.
yeah, so I think that's an important thing of our country. Like forget the past 4 years or 8 years or whatever of all these people. It's like guns are dangerous, and guns, like, we can't have all these people having guns. But I would venture to say, and probably agree, you would agree, that we're safer the more people that are trained and are that are carrying weapons, and for whether that's in self-defense, but also just as a country and as a whole. That's why it's the Second Amendment, because it's so important. Beyond free speech, the second one is being able to defend ourselves. And like when we talk about war, I have a degree that was in, specialized in a lot of political policies. And one of the biggest powers we have here in the United States is that most of our people, or a lot of our people, do carry weapons. Period.
Absolutely.
It's called a
Absolutely.
soft power. There's
Absolutely.
hard power where we go to war, but the soft power is people know if they try to invade America, they're going to have a whole other mess on their hands besides the military.
Absolutely. So I think in my personal opinion, we talk about this in my classes. Nobody's afraid of consequences anymore. I mean, we're so soft on people. Like nobody's afraid of consequences. If someone walks in to do something illegal, most crime, they're what, they're looking for that quick buck to either get drugs or food.
Yeah.
Okay, if they walk into some place to rob it, if they walk in and see 4 people with guns, they might be afraid of the consequence, and they might say, I'm going to go down the road and find someplace else. I think if more Americans exercise the right and carried them responsibly, yes, I think we'd see a decrease in
Yeah.
crime.
And plus, you get outside, and in the wintertime in Ohio, there's a lot of indoor facilities that people can shoot, but it's a part of our mission at Camp Honor is combating PTSD and some of those effects. And
Yep.
getting outdoors and being in that environment versus a video game. There's a whole different experience that I think God created us to do, and I think this is one of them. So, man, I'm
Absolutely.
excited for Camp Honor and 1776 gun shop here in Union. That what this could look like for us in the future.
Super excited.
Yeah, we want to partner up with good good companies, good and especially small businesses that share some of the same um, heart things that we do, some of the core values that we have. And man, I look forward to the future.
Same.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's awesome.
yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So your shop, your gun shop,
Yep.
what all do you sell? And like, 'cause some people are, like you said, are very intimidated. They don't even know where to begin.
Yep.
And sometimes you might have somebody walking in, but what type of range of guns and different things do you have here at your shop?
Good question, man. Glad you thought of that. So it's a regular gun store. I mean, I've got carry conceal. I've got just going to the range, having fun guns, long guns, hunting guns, whatever kind of gun you're looking for. I either have or I can get. Um, Ammo, holsters, fishing supplies, optics, knives. Um, yeah, you name it, I got it. Um, and if I don't have it, again, I can have it for you in no time.
What if somebody has, a gun that maybe they're not real comfortable with and or might need a little adjustment or work? Do you do any type
Yeah,
of
so
adjustment?
I can do minor gunsmithing. I can do like sight replacement stuff like that. Uh, I do gun cleanings. For example, some guy brought me in a gun that went through a car wash and it sat in a wet case, so it was seized up and it had a round in it. So I was able to safely get it taken apart, cleaned it up, so I got it back in working order for him. So I can do stuff like that. No slide cutting or anything like that. You'll have to farm that out. But yeah, pretty much everything else. It's a normal gun store. It's small, but it's packed. And if you have any questions or you don't feel comfortable with the gun that you've got, I don't care if you've had it for 2 years and you don't feel comfortable with it, seek me out. I do have that class for $100, but I also, if you don't have the money, I don't care. Like I'd rather you have the knowledge and be safe with that pistol. So come on up, pull me aside, and I'll take care of you.
And how can people find you?
People can find me at the corner of Martindale and Main Street in Union, Ohio. It's 101 South Main Street, 45322. You can look me up on Facebook or YouTube. You can find my videos on YouTube. It is the name of the company, 1-77-6 Firearms and Supplies. Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you.
yeah, no
Excited.
problem. Thank you.